we ended up rescheduling our flight and decided to stay in San Fran for a couple days. We were actually able to reschedule our flight for Saturday. So here we are at the travel document systems, here to get your visa.
I'm super nervous. I actually was telling Shelly that I feel like I'm going and getting married, so I'm walking to courthouse or something. It's like, these are important, very important documents. I can't even speak, so wish us luck, so here we go.
Hey everyone, it's Will. It is December 28th. It is 12:15, or I'm sorry, 12:20 Pacific time right now. And I just want to update you guys on what's going on with our venture to Thailand. We are not in Thailand, so the time I just gave you is obviously 12:20 Pacific time. So I am still in San Francisco. The last 24 hours have been absolutely just crazy. You have to just, okay, it's going to be a long video, but you'd be absolutely amazed at the story I'm going to tell you. Okay, so 24 hours ago, we're basically getting ready for our trip. So 24 hours ago, I was departing from Las Vegas. Banzai and Charlie are in LA, and we were all going to meet in LA, and then we were going to take that leg through American Airlines to San Francisco. From San Francisco is going to be to Hong Kong, and Hong Kong to Bangkok. So, didn't happen that way. By far, it did not. Like a guy that panics, I just always find solutions. So I run to my office. My computer is still on, and on my iPhone, I'm texting Banzai. I'm like, 911, Banzai, our flight from LAX to SFO has been canceled. Find another option. I will meet you there, and I'm looking for options for us right now. Currently on the phone with American Airlines. So I'm on the phone on hold with American Airlines on my home line. After I'm done texting him, I'm on my computer looking at options, and the best option I found was through Southwest Airlines, which was departing at about 5 o'clock, getting me into San Francisco at 6:30, which works out because our flight departs at 11:05 p.m. By Cathay Pacific, which is a partner with American Airlines. So I'm on the phone for literally an hour, but still nobody's picking up through American Airlines. And then finally, at that time, I got an email. I get this robocall from American Airlines saying that my flight has been canceled. If I would have been on that flight on my way to LA, I would have never known. So thank you, TripIt app. Thank you so much. So I just got fed up and I hung up. And I booked a flight with Southwest Airlines, which cost me about $225. Hop on a flight, get to SFO. Banzai, text Banzai and Shelly, I'm going to meet you at the Cathay Pacific counter, which is an international terminal, aisle 7. I'll meet you there. Then they text me back and they're like, wait till we tell you what happened to us. So it's been one hurdle after another in this trip. It's been kind of crazy. So I'm already done checking in, and I'm just waiting kind of in these chairs right behind right around the counter. I see Banzai and Shelly coming, and then Banzai's there, gives me a great big hug. Same with Shelly. He's like, dude, you would not believe what happened. So we also hopped on. We bought the flight with Southwest Airlines. We get to the gate and canceled. Second flight canceled that day. So what they did was they quickly found another option, which was through Virgin Atlantic. That was departing in about 45 minutes. And if they missed that flight, there was another option with Southwest Airlines at 7 p.m. and that was cutting it close. So those of you who've been in LAX, Southwest is Terminal 1. Virgin America is Terminal 3. So they had to hoof it all the way to Terminal 3. They ran with our bags and everything. And we've all packed for a month. So they make the flight, and then I see them. I say, okay, well, just check in, and then we'll go to a lounge, and we're just gonna hang out and just kind of decompress. So about 30 minutes into it, I'm like, what is taking them so long? And then Banzai comes to me and says, dude, you would never believe this. They won't let me on the flight. I'm like, what? It's like, yeah, they won't let me on a flight because I don't have a visa. I'm like, what? Visa? So Bonsai is not an American citizen. He has a green card. He has travel documents. He's like, they're telling me because don't have an American, I don't have my citizenship, I need a visa. So I walk up to counter 2 and I was talking to the customer service rep. I said, there's got to be some other options. I said, no, it's just, we'll be fine as Cathay Pacific, the company, if we allow this to happen. So we can't. So I said, okay, can you give us contact informations, to the Thai consulate, to anyone? So they're very helpful. So they looked up some information, gave us some phone numbers, Thai consulate, address, San Francisco, downtown, perfect. Okay. So now it's like, while I'm waiting for my bag, it's already checked in, I'm just looking from the corner of my eye, and I just kind of see Bonsai walking around, kind of wandering around at the airport. And, first of all, this is a very, very emotional trip for him. He hasn't been back to his refugee camp since he left at the age of 10. It's over 30 years ago. And, with 2 canceled flights, and then now we can't get on the flight tonight, or last night, he's not angry, he's not sad, he's just disappointed. And you can see it in his face that it's like, why? Why am I having these roadblocks? So I get my bag, and the way we looked at it was, hey, an extra night in San Francisco. So I hop on the phone too with American Airlines and got them to we rescheduled a flight to Sunday, and so that was Friday. So give us 2 days, and we're like, first thing Friday morning, we're gonna go to Thai consulate, get the visa. So we check into W, had a beautiful, nice, really nice dinner, which was a recommendation by the concierge downstairs. This French restaurant, right about 10-minute walk from the W Hotel. Then it's 7 o'clock a.m. We wake up, get ready. We get to, based on what the woman told us at the customer service desk in Cathay Pacific, the office opens at 9. So we leave like about 8:30, and we get to this area here in the downtown district, and we're like, this kind of weird place for a Thai consulate. And we find a place, and not a Thai consulate, and it was like a place where they issue visas it's like a service. They issue travel documents and visas. It's like no problem. So we get in there, introduce ourselves. Bonsai says, I need a visa because I am leaving for Bangkok on Sunday night. I'm not an American citizen, but I have my travel documents. I have my green card. She's like, well, it takes a week to get a visa. And again, we're like, okay, whew, this can't be happening. We're like, no, we're not gonna accept that. A week, no way. There has to be other options. And so Bonsai tells her his story. He's an ex-refugee, and why we're making this trip, it's so important. And she's like, you can see in her eyes, and she wants to help us. She's like, okay, I'm gonna call a Thai consulate. They're in LA. So right away, we knew there's maybe a 100% chance that we're gonna have to fly to LA and go to the Thai consulate. So while she's on hold with the Thai consulate, trying to get through to them, we're all on our phones. I'm on Southwest looking at flights, and Bonsai and looking at other options too. I just like Southwest for domestic, Southwest kind of West Coast area. So I saw a flight, and again, it's around 9:20, 9:30. I see a flight that's departing today at 10:35, arriving LA at 12. And the consulate basically closes at 5. So I said, okay, you guys take this flight. The consulate closes at 5, and you have an option of 6:50 flight or taking me to 7:50 flight. Like, okay. Then Bonsai gets on the phone. We get a hold of someone, and so Bonsai says, we're gonna fly down right now. We need a visa. We'll be there. We arrive at 12, so we'll get there maybe 1:30. Maybe 12:30, 1 o'clock, depending how far the consulate is. They said, well, we stop issuing visas at 11 a.m. We're like, what? Again. Bam! It's just one thing after another. And so Bonde Smooth Talk, basically just smooth talked them and said, hey, this is so important. This is why we're doing it, and we really, really need this. We are going to go there right now. And they were nice enough, said, okay, we will hold it for you. We will work with you. Just get down here. So, okay, they had to get on the flight. Obviously, I'm not going. There's no reason for me to go. And as we're walking down the stairs, we're looking for a taxi. They're like, we don't have our phones. Bonds and Shelly left their phones in the hotel room. And so I have mine. And I said, just take mine and then just go. So they hop in a taxi and they went. So I have no idea if they made the flight, if they didn't, at that time. So I just kind of walked to Chinatown, grab a very, very early lunch, and just sitting there just wondering what the heck's going on, because I have no way of communicating with them. So I walked around and I came back to the room, and still I don't know. And that's why I'm putting this video, documenting everything and letting you guys know that this has not been an easy trip. It just feels like everything has been telling us not to go, and I don't know